Good afternoon, garden friends, and welcome to Inspiring Garden Corners. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm actually sitting out in my garden sanctuary. And part of the reason that I am doing that is I had the privilege of my garden sanctuary transformation being chosen to be showcased in Fine Gardening online magazine for the Garden of the Day. And I am just so excited about that opportunity. But also, as you guys know, I've said it before, when it comes to gardening, gardening is ever changing. You know, I will see a combination of plants and then decide to change my mind about it. I look at our weather that we have here, and that too can dictate the changes that you end up making in your garden so things can thrive. So one of the things that I'd like to do is just take a walk through my garden sanctuary, because it's actually changed since I had been featured in the magazine. And everything is blooming, everything is looking fantastic, and I'd like to share that with you. One of the things that I want to let you know also is I will attach the link for the article in my description, and you will be able to see what we initially had to work with, and as the years have gone on, how this sanctuary has progressed. So come along with me and let me share with you what I find so much joy in. Okay, so this is my garden sanctuary. And for those of you that follow my channel, know that there ends up being like a lot of construction going on in my yard. My husband and I do all of our work. And this was something that was built for me in 2021. Yeah, we've had it for 2 years. But yeah, this is the garden sanctuary. It is 18 by 18, and it gives us tons of room to enjoy our garden. But let me just show you just some of the new plants that I have gotten. Here is my white butterfly bush. I have two, one here and then one in the corner. And then I have my plumbago that has already bloomed. It's a early spring bloomer. I also have some yucca cherry blossoms. I have 3 of those. And then of course the proven winners, petunias. And my double rose knockout bush. One of the things that we did have was jasmine, but when we got hit with that bad freeze, it knocked it out. So I ended up replacing it with wisteria that flanks both sides. And it's not the invasive wisteria. And then the fact that I have it in a container bed, I think gives us better control over it. And then back here, you can see my hydrangeas. I have the mauve colored ones are my mini mauvettes, and the white ones are, I'm gonna have to put the name of the white ones up, and then I have another knockout rose in between. And then my window boxes that we actually repurposed the windows, and then we made cute little boxes so that I could have plants in them. And then my irises, which have already been spent. But yes, it's just so very relaxing and peaceful back here. I also have yellow yarrow that is doing fantastic. And behind that, that is yellow flag irises. They bloom these beautiful yellow, delicate flowers, and it just looks so nice contrast against my red roses when they're still blooming. This is another hydrangea. This is actually a limelight. And guys, I am 5'9". This bush has to be over 7 foot tall, if not taller. But look at all the buds on there. I cannot wait until they flush through. But this is one thing that I did. I had read somewhere that if you did not want the football size panicles, that what you do is after they've spent and in the spring, you just snip it at the base. And what ends up happening is you get tons more flowers, but not as large. And I think it's working. Like I said, I cannot wait until these guys fully bloom. I also have me some boxwoods and more roses. If you can't figure out my theme in my garden, it's roses and hydrangeas. And that plant that's in the back corner, that is called a Confederate rose. And it gets these flowers on them that look like carnations, but they range at the same time from white, pink to like a mauve color. I'll make sure I post a photo of what it looks like in here. Got also my Helen Von Steen lamb's ear, purple hearts. And then guys, you know how I love finding things. This was actually a bird feeder that I transformed into a lantern. And when I show you the pictures in the evening, you'll see what I mean, how nice this looks. Got some echinacea, azaleas, my balloon flowers. These were my bearded irises that had bloomed, my sunshine ligustrum, my cannas that are blooming. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? I just love that salmon color. Another hydrangea. This is a limelight. And then I have my evergreen that right now is in a container. But this fall, I'm actually going to plant it in the ground. And I figured, based off of how I have the 3 pots, those 3 pots will be gone, and then that will give the tree enough room for growth, because it gets about 6 foot tall and 4 foot wide. And look at this, guys. I have been plopping platies throughout my garden, and this one here is just starting to bloom. That's just going to be gorgeous. And then these are my Chinese fringe, and when you see the before picture, these guys were little, you know. And like I said, this has been a 6-year journey. This is another one of my limelights. This is the little limelight. It's not that little, is it? But I just love, look at all the panicles on here. And I pretty much did the same thing. I didn't cut it down by a third. I just clipped off, you know, the tops of them. And then it's flanked by another Chinese fringe. Okay, and then this is our fire pit area. So as you can see, my garden sanctuary is all year around of enjoyment. I'm so glad I was able to share this with you. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at what my garden sanctuary looks like now. And like I said, check out the link for Fine Gardening in the description so you can see the before and after transformation of this area. Once again, thank you for watching Inspiring Garden Corner. And if you enjoyed this content, I would welcome you taking this journey with me by subscribing. Have a wonderful day. This is what we so enjoy in our garden oasis in the evening.